I'm not too much of a singer. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. We'll root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. One, two, three strikes you out at the old ball game.
Welcome to Friday, April 17th, boys and girls. How are you? We've made it. Made it to the end of another distance learning week here in the greater Holly area. And I know you're all doing great. Thanks for all the communication. Your assignments are getting done. Your AR is just flying off the charts. Wow. A lot of good stuff happening. You could see with the opening there uh, some baseball stuff. And I'm wearing my baseball uniform, or one of my baseball uniforms I have for the Nuggets. And this has been a really hard time for myself and just for baseball players and just anybody that's involved in any sport or activity, especially in the spring, because we can't do our activities. So it's really frustrating, but our health is the most important thing right now and the health of others. So that's why we are what we're doing. Still doesn't take away memories. It doesn't take away the joy of baseball that I have or any of the other interests that you all have. Okay. We just have to be patient and see this thing through. So, anyway, yeah, this baseball uniform I have. It's kind of a throwback. Okay, we wore these a few years ago now, well, many years ago, but I still like it. I like one thing I like about baseball uniforms is that they're very simple. Okay, they're easy to read. There's not a lot of flashy colors. Anyway, I like a very simple baseball uniform. So, and of course, my number's always been number 8. That was the number I had when I played baseball. I always liked the number 8 just because I was born August 8th, 1980, and then of course on August 8th, 1988, I was 8. 8, 8, 88, I was 8. So I've always liked the number 8. It's always been special to me. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully you're having a great day. Where am I at today here on a Friday? Hmm. I am in what's called the conference room. Okay. This is the room that's right in between Mr. Ellingson's office and then where the copy room is. I know sometimes you've seen me in that copy room. So yeah, this is called the conference room. Okay. So the conference room, it's a meeting room where teachers sometimes have meetings and sometimes with other teachers, and we also have meetings with parents sometimes in here. It's just kind of an extra space in the school that we have for smaller meetings, and we can't use a classroom. Where it says that this is not an exit, that door, you know where that door leads to? That goes into Mr. Ellingson's office. So yeah, this is the conference room. You see, there's some band, there's some music stands and stuff. They sometimes have band lessons in here too. So it's kind of a whatever room. And what I mean by that is they use this room for lots of different things. So that's where I'm going to be doing my lesson today. And so, yeah, I'm here all by myself. There's nobody here to distract me. Looking forward to a good lesson here with you on this Friday. So let's take a look, first of all, at the assignments for reading, shall we? Okay, so let's take a look, first of all, at your journal assignments for April 17th. First of all, I'm going to skip to the second one, the bottom one. It says, Thank You School Librarian Day is celebrated in April. If you were a librarian, which books would you recommend to readers? Describe your favorite two. So in this entry, you would just pick two books that you really, are at the top of your list, like they're your favorites. So you would describe that in the journal assignment and then write about it there. The other one I want to focus on, April is National Poetry Month. Make a list of rhyming words and then write a poem using words from your list. So find some rhyming words and then write a little poem about it. So, hey, fun fact: I've never taught a poetry lesson wearing a baseball uniform before. All right, so think of some rhyming words. I don't know. Let's say I have the word cake and rake. All right, there's cake and rake. Let's see. Let's say I have the word beach and teach. All right. So I have four rhyming words. All right. Rake, cake, teach, and beach. And I'm just going to make a little poem out of it. Watch. Okay, so I have those four words and I'm just going to make a poem. I don't know. Let's make something up. Let's have fun. Bob baked a cake while singing with his rake. Okay, so I have my first part. I got cake and rake. Bob baked a cake while singing with his rake. He wanted me to teach math and reading on the beach. There's my poem. Okay, could I add more to my poem? Sure, I could. Okay, it's so easy. Find rhyming words and make something up. Okay, so I encourage you to do that in your journal assignment today, or your recommendations for two books. Okay, good luck. Have fun. Okay, so have fun with the poetry there. Outside of the poetry or the journal assignment, and you have your AR, you're doing wonderful work there. Your verbs skills on IXL, you have those options there. If you want to get ahead in the game, I would suggest going on to Language Arts and check those verbs out. The only other assignment that I have for you is this shopping for words activity sheet. And what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about something called economics, okay? Economics. And you've probably heard the word economy a lot in the news if you've listened to the news or watched it or heard your parents talk about. They talk about how the economy is suffering. Okay, well, the economy basically deals with things that are bought, money, things that we need to have, and how events can change all of that. You know, you talk about like restaurants. Now they're a big part of the economy, but their businesses are kind of suffering right now because people can't go and eat at them like they normally could. Yeah, like the Dairy Queen, they're still open, but they don't serve as many people as they normally would because you can't go inside there and eat. So the economy or economics has to do with money. It has to do with what we have around us to make things that we want and need. And when somebody does a job for us, how do we pay those people? Okay. So what I want you to do is you're going to take a look at the word bank, and I'm going to go through each word briefly with you so then you have an idea of how to do the crossword puzzle. So the assignment will be to do the crossword puzzle, and then you snap a picture of it to me, okay? All right, so first of all, let's take a look at these words. The first word is needs, okay? That's pretty self-explanatory. Needs is something that everybody has to have. You have to have this to survive or to live your life. Clothing, shelter, food, water. These are all needs. All right. Second one, a producer. A producer is basically someone that makes something for others. All right. So if I work at let's say I work where they make Lucky Charms. All right, I'm making that cereal. I am a producer because I'm making food for people that are going to purchase it. All right, that's what a producer is. Supply. If you have a supply of something, that just means you have a lot of it on hand. Businesses have to have a lot of supplies. They have to have, food and the other things that we need, toothpaste to, socks to underwear to all those things. And people have had a hard time finding toilet paper because so many people are buying it for whatever reason. It's hard for the stores to keep their supply up. So a supply is just basically when you have something on hand that you can sell it or you have enough of something. Wants. A want is something that you want to have, but you don't necessarily need it. Again, I'll go back to water. Water is a need. A 100-inch big screen TV in your bedroom, that is a want. You don't need that to survive. It's something that would be nice to have, but it's not a need, it's a want. Last word in the first column, services. Services are when, a person does a job, they don't make something, but they do a job for someone else, and then they get money for it. For example, you'll be old enough soon to maybe do some babysitting, and you might go babysit your neighbor's kids. And let's say you babysit for like 3 hours and they pay you $20. All right. You just provided a service. You did a job for somebody else and they paid you money. My job is kind of like a service. I don't make something. I'm not working at a factory. I don't, I give you assignments and work to do, but I don't physically make things for you, but I'm providing a service for you. Like a taxi driver, that is a service. A bus driver, that is a service. Okay. Let's go to the second column, the top word, income. Income, that's a really important word. Basically, your income is the money you make from the services you do or a job that you do. So when I teach, every couple of weeks, I get a check. That is my income. I get paid money every 2 weeks. Some people it might be every week, some people it might be every month, and sometimes it just might be whenever you do a certain job, you get paid right away. Goods. Goods, those are just the things that we need to have or that people sell, all right? So if I own my own auto parts store and let's say Larry comes in and he needs a set of tires and he needs new headlights, all right? So I have those goods on hand. I'm going to sell him those goods, all right? And he can go on and get his tires and his headlights and fix his car on his own, okay? A consumer, all right? We talked about the word producer. A producer is someone that makes something. A consumer is someone that buys something. You are wonderful consumers. You get money, you like to spend it, right? Think if you go to a basketball game in Holly or a football game, or if you come to a baseball game and you want to go buy some popcorn and a pop, okay? You are being a consumer. You are spending your money, getting those goods, and you're eating them. You are being a consumer. Demand, oh boy, demand. If you demand something, you really want it. And when a lot of people want something, the price of that object or thing goes up, all right? Right now, the gas prices have been going way down. Well, that's good, but the reason they're going way down is that people aren't demanding gas right now because they can't go anywhere. So that's why the gas prices are going down. Kind of like, if you go shopping during Christmas or like for Christmas decorations. If you buy the decorations before Christmas, they're going to be expensive because everybody wants them to decorate their house for Christmas. Let's say you wait 3 days after Christmas, the prices are going to go way down because people aren't going to be decorating for Christmas, but they want to get rid of that stuff. So let's say there was a wreath you wanted to buy and it was $100 before Christmas. They might sell it for like only 10 or $20 to get rid of it. So that's what demand is. Last one, wages. Wages, it's the amount of money that you get paid to do a job. And people want to make sure when they work, they get a fair wage, all right? So like me being a teacher, every 2 years, we have to have what's called negotiations. Teachers have to go and talk with school board members, basically, and we have to try to find a way to get a fair wage. Okay, I can't say, "Oh, well, I'm a good teacher. I deserve $1 million." Well, no, I know that's not possible. Okay, and no, I don't deserve $1 million, and the school can't afford that. But if I do my job right, and if I'm doing it well, don't you think I should earn a little more money every year? Yeah, so wages are really important because people want to make sure that they earn enough money to live, but yet they need to make sure that the business or the company doesn't pay people too much, so they still have enough money to pay their bills. So, little lesson on economics. If you want more information, gosh, there's all kinds of stuff out there, YouTube, internet, whatever. This goes along with our social studies. We do have to talk about economics and social studies, so that's why this random sheet is going home with you. So good luck and have fun. All right, today for math, two very simple tasks. It's going to be short and sweet. Task number one, you have your mad minute. Complete as many facts as you can in 1 minute. That's it. You know what to do. And number two, you should have home link 7-2. This will be your graded assignment. All right? There's just a few problems. The first one talks about this boy named Nash, and he has two fraction cards, and he says that they're equivalent. Okay? So what you need to do is explain to me, are they equivalent? Yes or no? Do you agree or disagree? And how do you explain your reasoning whether you agree with him or not? All right? That's why they give you 3 lines on the assignment, the problem, not just to say yes or no and be done. Tell me, do you agree with him and why or why not? And then on the bottom, oh my, you have 3 multiplication problems. Oh, I hope you can get that done in time. This is your assignment. That's it. No fancy lesson. Do the mad minute and then do 7-2, your home blank. That's your graded assignment, and you're done. Okay, so you have your reading assignment, you have your math assignment. That's it. We're going to spend the rest of this time doing an art project. All right, so you need to get those 3 little sheets of paper that I gave you. Okay, it was in that packet that I gave you with all that other fun stuff, the Easter stuff. There were some other things in there as well. So you need to get these 3 strips of paper, and you need to have a pair of scissors, and then you also need to have a glue stick handy. That's it. The 3 sheets of construction paper, scissors, and a glue stick. That's it. And here we will do this simple but fun and practical art project. Okay? All right. So we're going to take these 3 just random, boring strips of paper and we're going to turn it into something that might look like this. What the? Or it might look like this. Do you know what these things are? They're bookmarks. Okay? Yeah, super cool, huh? I bet you've never seen a bookmark like this before. And here's the great thing: everyone's bookmark will look different, but we'll just kind of follow the same rules, and they're going to be great. So we're going to learn how to make one of these first, and just pay attention. So first, what you need to do is you need to take the 3 strips of paper. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold it kind of the long, skinny way, the vertical way, up and down. And what you're going to do, the only thing is you just need to cut a line of some kind across the strip. All right. So here are 3 different examples, and you can do them all the same. You can do them differently. You see this yellow one kind of has a curvy line to it. This green one, it kind of looks like alligator teeth or like a Charlie Brown on his shirt. Kind of just jagged up and down. And then this last one in the blue is kind of a combination of both of them. So all you need to do is you just need to make sure you cut a line, some kind of jagged or curved line or a combination. You can't just cut it straight across. No, that would not be right. You just need to cut a line of some kind, a jagged or curved line going from the left to the right or right to the left. All right. It can be right in the middle. One big piece can be a lot bigger than the other. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you go from left to right. Okay. Then I'm going to show you how to put this thing together. You're not ready to quit yet now, are you? You should have 6 pieces Okay, so follow the next few steps to turn those 6 pieces into your unique bookmark. Okay, just pay attention. Super easy. And I've got a few surprises here once you're done putting it together. Okay, so get your 6 pieces, get your glue ready, and follow along. Okay, so here are the 6 pieces that I had. All right, so what I want to do is just kind of organize them by color. All right, so I got my turquoise color, aqua color, whatever you want to call it, my light green, and my yellow. You take whatever color you want first, and you pick whatever sheet or shape you want. It doesn't matter which one you start with. Pick any of them. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yellow sheet. Okay, I'm going to take my yellow sheet, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another color, and I'm going to take that turquoise color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up just like this. Okay, so you see it's about an inch or so apart from each other. See how I've laid that blue piece about an inch from the bottom of the yellow sheet. So what I want to do is I want to lay it like that, and then I want to flip it over to make sure that I see both the yellow, but I also see some of the blue behind it. You see that? I see the yellow, obviously, but then I can see the blue coming from behind it. So then when I know I can see that, I can see a little bit, at least a little bit of the blue behind it. I'm going to glue that piece down. All right? I'm going to glue that down. So now I've got a yellow piece, a blue piece. Well, what's the color we haven't used yet? The green. All right, so then I'm going to flip it back over to the back here. And like I did before, I'm going to glue, I'm going to just, not before I glue, I'm going to put the green piece on the back and then flip it over to the front just to make sure I can see some of the green. Not all of it, but some of it. You can see, I can see the jagged parts there, kind of looks like a crown. And I still see the blue piece, obviously, and I see the yellow. So I want to make sure I see everything on the front. That's the front side. So then you're going to turn it to the back and glue that green piece on. All right. So I've used yellow, turquoise, green. All right. We have a pattern. So then what color will I use next? Yes, I'm going to use my yellow. So I'm going to glue the next yellow piece onto the back again and flip it over to the front to make sure I can see part of the yellow. Does it look good? Yes, I see the pattern now. I have yellow, turquoise, green, yellow. Then I'm going to take my other turquoise piece, okay, flip it over to the back, and again, I'm going to move it up a little bit, make sure that I have enough room there so when I turn it over to the front that I can see part of that turquoise. And if I take a look, yep, I can see part of the turquoise sticking up there. I got that kind of that one jagged piece going way up on top to the left. So I'll glue that piece on. And then my final piece that I will put on is my last green piece. All right, I'll put the last green piece on the back. And then if I flip it over to the front, my bookmark, it's complete. And there we go. I see my pattern on the front. The yellow, the turquoise green, yellow, turquoise green. And on the back side, it's going to look kind of boring because it's just going to be a bunch of straight lines. That's the back side. So when you get to this point, your bookmark is done. And I want to talk to you about a couple other things about it. So, all right, so ta-da, you have your bookmark. Okay, yeah, here's mine, the one I made. So yeah, here's the thing. Those rules are the same. All you're doing is just cutting some kind of a line across it. It can be jagged, it can be up and down. You just can't cut it straight, all right? So those are the only rules, but here's the thing. Everyone's bookmark is going to look different because some of them might be short, some might be tall, the colors will be different, the patterns will be different. So here's my proposition or my deal for you. In your new Friday packet of distance learning materials, I'm going to be giving you some more of these strips. I'm going to give you some more colors, some more options, all right? Make a few more. These make simple gifts for someone. Let's say you're going to a birthday party or, you're like, oh, what can I make grandma or grandpa for a gift? Something they can use, all right? Here's what I want you to do. I'll send you some extra sheets or some strips, and you can make more that you want. And then here's what I'll do for you after that. Get them done, and then the next time your parents have to come in for pick up distance learning materials, Your parents will bring that bookmark back here, and I will make sure that that gets laminated for you. All right, because the ones that I showed you in my examples, these are laminated, and if they're laminated, they're going to last a lot longer. All right, so make a few of these, and if you want me to laminate one of them, that's fine. If you want me to laminate all of them, I'll laminate all of them. If you want one for yourself and just keep it for yourself, you can write your name on the back side. Let's say you're giving it to someone. Let's say you want to give it to a friend or an aunt or an uncle, whoever, whatever. You want to write a little message on there. I love you, Aunt Betsy or Uncle Bob or whatever. You can do that, and yeah, I'll laminate these for you, and then I'll make sure that you get them back. So, hope you enjoy making these bookmarks. They're kind of funky. They're cool to look at, and but again, if you're having a birthday party or a gathering or something or Christmas or whatever, gosh, you could, if you just have the construction paper in those strips, it's easy and fun, and you could teach people how to do this simple art lesson. Okay, hope you enjoy it. All right, so a few other things just want to remind you of. I know I sent this packet just with some random pictures in it. Boy, if you've done any of these, and if you haven't sent pictures to me yet, I'd like to see them. I've seen a few of them, would like to see more. So if you've done any of these, snap a picture, send it to me. Next week, listen, I know I sent some of these with you, okay? Please make sure you keep these, have these. You should have 2 of them, all right? We're going to be doing this art project early next week, all right? And it has to do with baseball, okay? So make sure you have this handy. And in the meantime, a little extra homework. Do a little research on the Minnesota Twins, all right? Check out their uniforms, where they play, maybe some of their famous players, because that will be a clue as to what this will look like, all right? All right, so, all right, you guys have just been super cool to work with through this distance learning. I'm just amazed at how positive you've been, and I know it's been frustrating too when maybe you misplace an assignment, or you can't ask a question right away, or maybe your mom or your dad isn't home to help you, or your technology isn't working well. I know in those hangouts sometimes the technology just it doesn't work the way we would like it to work. So if you have those feelings, that's totally fine and natural. All right, that's totally okay. What you need to do though is you need to find a way to get yourself out of those feelings, whether it's just taking a break and just dropping everything and going for a walk, get outside, go eat a favorite food, do something to get yourself out of the dumps. Just do some mindfulness stuff, take some deep breaths, meditate a little bit, do anything that can calm you down and then bring you back to where you need to be. But okay, so couple things I'll leave you with. Trivia question for today. Baseball, again, love baseball. It's my favorite sport. I love all sports. I want you to take a guess. How many years have I been coaching baseball? All right. How many years have I been a baseball coach? I want you to take a guess with that. That's your trivia question. And so I'll leave you with that. Have a wonderful weekend. The weather's finally turning to the bright side instead of the dark side. We've been in this forever winter. I think finally now it's over with. So get outside, enjoy it. Make sure parents out there to pick up your envelopes for distance learning. And just so you know, boys and girls, I'll have 2 weeks worth of materials in your next envelope. So it'll be a little less than what you had before. So for the next 2 weeks, that's what you'll have for your materials. So until I see you again, stay awesome, stay cool, stay you, stay smart. All right. I will see you when I see you. I miss you every day. Bye.